of respect from Monza. The reigning champions applauded by everyone inside the Power Stadium. The celebrations continue for Napoli supporters as the reigning champions finish the season, finish their tour of Italy after conquering a third Scudetto title. Monza have got objectives of their own. 8th place is still a possibility for them, and 8th place, with the uncertainty still surrounding Juventus, could be, depending on a variety of parameters, good enough to qualify for Europe. Raffaele Palladino, ahead of this game, said that it is important for his team to play against the very best, to measure themselves against the best team in the land. The referee for this game, Francesco Cosso, flanked by Gaetano Massara and il Signor Tolfo. And in the VAR room, it'll be Francesco Furno, taking a look at proceedings from afar. A couple of changes to the Napoli starting 11, 6 in total for Luciano Spalletti. There'll be a lot of eyes on some of those players. Bartosz Berezinski, former Sampdoria man. Alessio Zerbin making his very first Serie A start. Luciano Spalletti has called for his players to act professionally until the end of the season. Can they notch another 3 points on the board here at the Power Stadium? The reigning champions are in town. Napoli take on Monza at the Power Stadium, looking to continue, and it might be a fast start here. Zielinski, who hasn't scored yet in 2023 in the league, with a very promising chance, which he wasn't able to get on target, but it's a sign of the intentions that Luciano Spalletti's players have come here to play. Celebrations will undoubtedly go on for the rest of the season and throughout the summer for Napoli supporters and players. But during the 90 minutes they play to win, and there are still plenty of records, accolades and objectives for the Partenopei. And more so than getting their best ever finish in Serie A. Only chance there. Ravella was caught in possession, but the referee's whistle came to his rescue. Once I look a little bit shaky at the start, let's not forget that they were beaten 4-0 at the Maradona by Napoli at the start of the season, though that was the Stropper era for Monza since Raffaele Palladino has taken charge of the Brianzoli. It's been a completely different atmosphere here, and that's been reflected in the points tally acquired under Palladino this campaign, who's done some absolutely fantastic work. They've taken a few big scalps this season, Monza, but they are yet to get 1 point against the top 3 teams in the league. More specifically, Napoli, Juventus and Lazio ahead of this match day. Victor Osimhen, the target. Marlon tails him and gets the ball as far away from the Nigerian as possible. Andre from Zambo Anguissa plays it out wide. Now Zielinski. Might fall kindly for Zerbin. Carlos Augusto clears. Tanya wins the header, but there's nobody there. It's high-pressure stuff from Napoli to start this game off. Pessina, Ravella, once again Matteo Pessina, the Monza captain, wants his team to move a little bit higher up the pitch. Here's Armando Izzo. But that's a poor pass by Izzo. Palladino, who had to sit out the last game against Torino. He watched from the stands. Raffaele Palladino, he's back on the sidelines for this one. Looks concerned at the start of this game. How long can Napoli keep their foot on the throat of this Monza side? Oliveira with a long searching ball towards Zielinski. Zerbin commits the foul. Chance for Carlos Augusto to get on the ball. Carlos Augusto gets the cross away. It falls to Dani Motta. And the deflection took it off target. But Monza on their first move forward threaten Pierluigi Golini's goal. And it needed to be blocked, you know. For the Brianzoli. Bad delivery headed away by Osimhen. Ravella. The players at the back post. Off elevation on the cross. Zerbin makes his first Serie A start for Napoli. Zambo Anguissa goes all the way back to Rahmani. Oliveira. Zielinski turns, does well, play on, says the referee. Zerbin, that's an interesting touch. Oliveira, a little bit of space. Uruguayan has options in the middle, including Victor Osimhen. It didn't quite reach him there. Pessina. Napoli can break forward here, but it's one back. Seamen in behind, waits for support. Sambo Anguissa provides. Zielinski with a pass from the Cameroonian, slightly overhit towards the Napoli captain. Certainly looks like this is going to be a lively game. And Luciano Spalletti, who called on his players to be professional right until the very end, is getting exactly that sort of performance from the 11 Napoli players on the pitch. Not easy, he described during his press conference, for his players to put in the sort of performance they did against Fiorentina after 2-3 days of celebrations following their win of the league title. It's for certain here. So they're facing another corner. Osimhen being called by the referee. Caparari swings this one in. It's a dangerous delivery, but Osimhen clears once more. After a tentative start, side are starting to find their feet in this match. Here's Carlos Augusto. It's invited forward. Space for Pessina in midfield, who's immediately closed down. Had to get the pass right, and did. Shuria. Here's Caprari in a bit of space. Caprari lets fly. It's good defending. And the offside flag does go up. Jesus. Once again, the Brazilian centre-back who needed to his partner, Ramani. Lamas, often called upon to replace Kvaratskhelia, and he's more than replaced him on occasion. Elmas, 6 goals, 3 assists for him this season. Here's the Serie A debutant, Alessio Zerbin. Anguissa. Ramani. Elmas. Once again, the Cameroonian midfielder. Keeps hold of the ball well. Napoli are so seductive when they play this kind of football, confiscating the ball from their opponents. Novella. So. There's Patrick Churia against Pitania, who's done well. Andrea Pitania, he's found Pessina in the centre circle. Now Caprari, Carlos Augusto to his left. Brazilian receives the ball. Caprari. It's a good idea, disguised pass. Once again, a Napoli body in the way. Dani Motta, Churia, his cross. Hamani deals with it, and Lobotka can come away with the ball. Stanislav Lobotka, almost found Victor Osimhen. Again, Sambo-Anguissa. Little space here for Oliveira. Zerbin. Oliveira once more. Zielinski. It's good build-up play. Zerbin. Zerbin can let fly. It's the applause of Victor Osimhen. Caldirola. And Dani Motta uses speed, perhaps, to get away from the Napoli defenders. Portuguese is still going. He's still in possession. Hamani avoids the corner. So calmly waiting for everyone to get back in position ahead of the game. Fane Palladino, and he said that he wanted his team to play against the very best, called this game a test of his players' maturity, and they've started well here. Carlos Augusto with another shot. Deflection takes it wide for a corner. May have been offside. Brownie running in behind did well. Churia for an out-swinging corner. It's another decent delivery headed away for Ravella. Now Pessina. Marlon. Monza's turn to dominate possession. Almas still. Good pass to find Sambo-Anguissa. Oliveira. Osimhen in the middle. Careful, they want to play the ball out from the back. Immediately under pressure, Napoli with a high line. Yeah, look for the offload. Bereszynski. a little bit of space. Zerbin wants it. Caldirola did well. Still tussling with Ravella. No foul, referee quite happy to let play on. And now Carlos Augusto. He's got Caprari to his left. Catania's peeled away to the back post, if Caprari can find him. Caprari goes alone, leaves it for Carlos Augusto. Now Pessina and Dani Motta. It's brilliant build-up play. And Monza take the lead. A superb counter-attacking goal, and 5th of the season for Dani Motta. Whether or not this is a foul is a big question, but the football produced then by Paladino's players on the break is exquisite. Caprari so unselfish. That pass from Carlos Augusto, brilliant. Have a look at this again. Comes off Juan Jesus. I wonder if that was on target from Dani Motta, you know. Surely it was. Are checking whether or not they believe it was a foul. Zielinski. Big moment in the game already. The goal stands. The champions find themselves behind with less than 20 minutes on the clock. Elmas. Rivera. Zerbin. Osimhen in the middle. It's always dangerous from this sort of position, Victor Osimhen. Since he's onto ground, the referee this time gives the foul. Might have some work to do here. Zielinski's cross, headed away by Caldirola. It's good defending. Carlos Augusto can't avoid the corner. Napoli are going to have a second chance. Taken short. approaching the midway point in this first half. Not the sort of scenario Napoli would have imagined. After a fast start, they've been caught. Monza really exploiting the opportunities they've been shown on the break. Osimhen here, just snuck in front of Caldirola. First yellow card of the game, shown to Monza's number 5. Just caught the Nigerian. Oliveira in a bit of space. Zerbin out wide. There is Zerbin. Still going, trying to take it to the byline, but kept out by Pachuchuria. Lost. Sambo-Anguissa. Sambo-Anguissa. He was the point of contention for VAR as to whether or not Nicolò Rovella committed a foul. Zielinski. This pass here from Carlos Augusto, simply beautiful though. Napoli are on the attack to try and find the equaliser. Lobotka. Oliveira. Slightly overhit to Zerbin. Osimhen wanted the ball in the middle. On record, which certainly seems beyond Napoli's reach this season. No matter how well they finish, is the most amount of goals scored in a season with 20 teams. A record of 94 goals scored for the Partenopei during the 2016-2017 campaign. Napoli for now have scored 70. 24 goals in the last 4 games remaining would be something quite marvellous. Once on the attack again. And here's the goal scorer, Dani Motta. Rovella. Carlos Augusto, Caprari. Waits for the ball. It's now his. Against Berezinski. Caprari past him. Pessina just pokes it to Churia. Pull back. Dani Motta collects. Monza finding it quite easy to penetrate this Napoli defence. Pessina got his final touch a little wrong there, but otherwise it could have been very dangerous. Caldirola. Caprari. Pessina. Rovella. Caldirola. Back by Zielinski, now Sambo-Anguissa. Osimhen. Almas to switch off play. Ended up in the gloves of Kennedy Gregorio. Hasn't had a save to make yet. Italian goalkeeper. away as possible. Straight to Luigi Golini. Oliveira. On by Berezinski in the air, but nobody putting pressure on the second ball. There's Pessina. Ravella, simple pass. Ravella just lost his footing, no consequence. You can see that high line being played by Luciano Spalletti's players, Juan Jesus. And the offside flag up against Andrea Petagna. Bocca, Salbon Kissa, Rysinski, here's Elmas. Good build-up play. Final product lacking at the moment. Osimhen, Salbon Kissa. Is it over? It is now. Gregorio, comfortable catch for him. It's that final ball which is lacking at the moment for Napoli, who have been so ruthless this season. It's come to scoring goals. Petagna. He's got the ball back. Andrea Petagna, Pessina, Caprari. Caprari opens up for Gianluca Caprari. A little bit too much though. Monza's number 17. Wanghisa, Lobotka. Zerbin. Ramani. Zielinski. Zerbin. Cleared away by Itzo. Samir Ramani. Oliveira. Kaminski. Lobotka. Numbers to the right. Here's Elmas. Elmas has crossed toward Osimhen. Zerbin's coming in as well. Gregorio once again just grab hold of the ball. Tanimotta. Armando Izzo, as you can probably tell from the chants coming from the stands, is a very popular figure, very combative player. The ball lost in the heart of midfield by Napoli. Pessina. It's a good touch by Zielinski. Not too many players ahead of him. Zielinski hangs onto it himself. Now Elmas. Elmas's cross. Osimhen looked to control. Ravella backwards. Di Gregorio reads the game very well to come and collect it. Churia. Tanimotta space in the middle there, you know. Churia delayed the pass. Oliveira, Elmas immediately under pressure. Lobotka. Oliveira. He can run forwards here. Zerbin turns the ball to Oliveira. Offside given against Alessio Zerbin. sure he was off there. Arnon looked like he was covering him. The Napoli fans have made the trip north. Initially, I wasn't sure whether or not the supporters would be allowed to make the trip. Easy pass to Oliveira. Zerbin. Shuria has had Alessio Zerbin in his pocket so far, but he's found a good pass there. Zerbin, Oliveira just lost his footing. Izzo. Zerbin did well. Good work to try get back to regain possession. Sampoantissa again returns the ball to Alessio Zerbin. Sampoantissa. Zielinski. Lost the ball, no foul. Similar situation led to the first goal of the match. Can Monza exploit the situation this time? Rovella. Monza. The real positives about this formation, which Palladino enjoys so much, the 3-4-2-1, is those two attacking forwards really drop into midfield and help out defenders when needed. Zielinski thought about it. Elmas returns the ball to the Polish international. Is chipped forwards. Ramani. Decent chance. Best chance Napoli have had. It's good build-up. Clever little ball by Zielinski at the start, but it was sliced over, really, by Amir Ramani. Caldirola. Difficult ball. Motta was under pressure. Zielinski. Committed Victor Osimhen. Gregorio. Away twice by Napoli, but it's still a Monza ball with Rovella in possession. So, Caldirola. Nicolo Rovella. Nicolo Rovella, who started his football in the Milan suburb of Segrate. Augusto fouled by Elmas. Leaves it for Churia. Decent delivery, and once again it's Osimhen who clears, and Messina. It's a long way off target. No danger in the end for Golini. So unbeaten in their last 6 Serie A games, and the form that they've carried into this match is really showing here. Victories against Inter, Fiorentina, good wins. Last loss was against Lazio, and it was at the all-power. Patrick Churia here has taken advantage of another moment of miscommunication, and Danny Motta, first-time ball to Gianluca Caprari. There's red shirts coming forwards here for Monza. Caprari waits for the support of Carlos Augusto. On the overlap, pulls it back, and now Petagna. What a story that would have been. Andrea Petagna, who has scored against Napoli in the past. Almost getting one against his former club here. Once again, it's really good play from Monza on the counter-attack. Napoli struggling with the intensity of the runs in behind. And it's those little passes which are letting the Partenopei down at the moment. Zielinski, great turn. This time, called up by the referee. Did look like a foul. There's the contact on the man. Ball's gone, as you can see from this replay. Zielinski swings it in. Di Gregorio punches away, but it's not clean contact. Osimhen's the one there. That's a cross to Zielinski on the other side. Zielinski still. Ramani. Zobogisa! And this time Di Gregorio does make his first significant save of the game. It's not over. Osimhen wants a penalty, and it's a free kick given. The referee says that it is going to be checked, the contact. Gregorio, to save you expect the goalkeeper to make, to be honest, but Zobogisa got plenty of power behind it, either side of the Monza goalkeeper, and that would have been a goal. Haven't actually seen a replay of the potential penalty handball. It was all going so quickly. But the check is over. There won't be a penalty. In fact, it is a very good decision by Francesco Forno in the VAR room, clearly off the back of Caldirola. This moment of concern for Monza defensively. From Zielinski's cameo in the first minute. Tanya looking to get forward. Ramani back to Golini. Jesus. A couple more minutes to play in this first half. Luciano Spalletti saw his team start the game well, but not really find any end product. Zobogisa strike the first on target by Napoli in this match. Here's Elmas. Lobotka. Easily read by Marlon.
Eli, non portarla. Dai, gioca su Zieni, dai. Gioca.
Berezinski. Elmas. Now Zielinski. Lobotka. That's a good ball. Elmas, Lobotka again. Irola. Really good defending, stood his ground. Forced to Petagna. It's good hold-up play by Andrea Petagna. Rovella, Pessina. This is where Monza's passing has really got them out of tight situations. And it's all hands on board from a Napoli perspective to smother the move. Really run the show in midfield, Ravella and Pessina. Lobotka and Zamboanguissa haven't been able to lay a glove on that Monza's midfield partnership. Gregorio. Right. Danny Motta. Caprari making a move down the middle. As is Pessina, it falls to Pessina. Play on for now. Half-hearted appeals for handball by the Napoli players. Carlos Augusto, who's always available. Carlos Augusto, a good sliding tackle by Berezinski. Had to get it right. There's an element of desperation to that tackle.
È stato concesso 1 minuto di recupero.
1 minute of added time. Churia swings in the corner. Once again, it is Osimhen who heads away. Can't be understated how much work Osimhen puts in for the team. It's one of his great traits. He's not a passive striker in that sense. Just waits for service. He really runs around, puts himself about. Carlos Augusto, Caprari, Izzo, all the way back to Di Gregorio, Marlon, Di Gregorio, Ravella. Great awareness by Ravella. Needs to be careful not to be caught here. Osimhen ball. Now Lobotka, first time to Zerbin. If he can reach it, he can't. It's great play by Di Gregorio. If Lobotka's ball is a little bit more accurate, Monza could have been caught out. Some reaction from Kvaratskhelia. Well, this wasn't in the script, certainly from Napoli's point of view. Danny Motta's goal. The difference between the two sides after 45 minutes. Napoli started well. Alessio Zerbin making his Serie A first start. Has been able, or has been unable rather, to influence proceedings. The score at half-time is Monza 1, Napoli 0. A reaction expected. Welcome back to the All-Power Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this matchday 35 encounter between Monza and Napoli. The champions are trailing after 45 minutes, but perhaps a sign of just how important a result is for Luciano Spalletti. Looks to be the immediate introduction of Kvishi Kvaratskhelia, the Georgian. who looks set to come on right at the start of this second half. Victor Osimhen is, of course, chasing the Capocannoniere accolade and title. With his 23 goals, he's locked in a fantastic battle with Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez. Just 3 goals separate both men, with Osimhen looking to at least score one here against a Monza side who are proving a difficult nut to crack in this game. And there's a substitution. Alessio Zerbin's first Serie A start only lasted 45 minutes. Luciano Spalletti clearly not happy with the output of Zerbin, and it is the magical Georgian who is going to take his place. Napoli at times dominated possession but struggled to find the end product. They'll certainly have end product provided with Kvaratskhelia, who is the leading assist provider in Serie A this season with 10.
Intesa San Paolo,
Him and Zielinski between them have assisted 17 goals this campaign. Can Monza hold on another 45 minutes? Off we go for the second half here at the U-Power Stadium. Matteo Pessina and Nicolò Rovella are having an absolute blinder of a game in midfield and making life very difficult for Napoli going forwards. But the expectation is, considering how well Napoli have performed this season, that they are going to be able to find a way back into the game. Defeat for the Partenopei in this match would mean that they cannot beat the record set by Maurizio Sarri of the biggest points tally return for the club of 91, but they would be able to equal that tally as they are on 83 points. Monza, however, looking to come forward immediately with Gianluca Caprari. Step-overs by Caprari toward the back post. Oliveira didn't quite know what to do with it. Danny Motta's done well. Danny Motta, and an immediate corner within 60 seconds for Monza. Brianzoli looking to start the second half fast, and the Uruguayan didn't quite know what he was doing there against Danny Motta, but he did enough to put off the Portuguese forward. Rovella swings in the corner. Osimhen again heads away. 4th or 5th time that the Nigerian has headed away from a corner. It's swung in again. Rovella, can he get it under control? He can. It's a decent cross. Juan Jesus this time. And Kvaratskhelia, first touch, immediately finds his strike partner, Victor Osimhen, but Pessina took it away with elegance from the Nigerian. Churia, Danny Motta, those two keeping the ball well. Now Petagna, who snuck in front of Juan Jesus. He's able to avoid the corner though, the Brazilian. Once again, shaky start at the back in particular from Napoli. Petagna. There's Kvaratskhelia. Straight to Rovella. Pessina. Carlos Augusto. Dirola all the way back to Di Gregorio, who had one important save to make in the first half to deny Zambo Anguissa. Caprari, great skill by Gianluca Caprari. It took a while for Gianluca Caprari to settle into his new surroundings and his new teammates. Didn't quite manage to reach the heights that he showed last season with Verona, but His performances have certainly improved massively in 2023. Monza have shown just how good they can be under Palladino with some really important results, and Caprari has come up with some decent goals and assists at the right time. Zampoanguissa fell kindly to him. Chose the unselfish route, but the pass wasn't quite good enough, and once again the Brianzali can hit on the break here. Pessina, that's a poor ball. Zielinski pushing players forward here, Napoli. They need to try and force the screw. Rosinski, Zielinski to Osimhen in space. Osimhen, difficult for him to conjure something out of nothing there. Luca Caldirola, who surprisingly has scored 2 goals, 2 very important goals during Monza's 6-game unbeaten streak. He scored the winner against Inter at the San Siro, and more recently he got the goal against Roma, which earned Monza a draw. Zampoanguissa looking to showcase his trademark power. Once again, it just got away from the Cameroon midfielder. Augusto. Straight to Ramani. Zielinski. Kvaratskhelia. Thomas, Osimhen. Free header. Sami another jump. Wasn't quite perfect from the Nigerian. Almost hit it on the way up. Unable to steer it down. Petagna. Once again, Andrea Petagna. Now Caprari. Caprari trying to glide inside. Referee waves play on. And it could open up for Napoli here. Elmas. Caldirola perfectly read that one. And Zampoanguissa committed the foul. Just a clip, really, the Monza defender. A lot of disbelief from Caprari. He was convinced that the referee would blow his whistle in his favour. Yellow card shown to Elmas. Doesn't look happy, does he? Immediate punishment for Elmas, who lost his runner and then pulled the jersey to try and stop him getting away, and we know just how quick Carlos Augusto is when he gets going. Churia swings in the free kick, headed away by Zampoanguissa. Vela all the way back to Di Gregorio, who's a long way from his goal. And Pessina's under pressure, but he does well, Pessina. Eats up for Danny Motta's quick, and Danny Motta's going to be first to the ball. Danny Motta goes alone. Good save by Collini, not finished yet. Petagna! Petagna! Against his former club. He's able to give Napoli a mountain to climb. And it was Monza who rolled out the red carpet for the champions. But it's the Brianzoli who are starring this afternoon.
Ha segnato per noi con la fantastica
Andrea Petagna has 4 career goals against Napoli, but this is the first since he represented the Partenopei, and look how coolly he puts this one away. It's beautifully done. Juan Jesus doesn't know what to do. The composure, the accuracy, brilliant. Kvaratskhelia. Petagna again looking to bully Juan Jesus. It goes back to Golini. Berezinski. Zampanguisa. Now Zielinski. Oliveira in space, but it's another poor ball. And you don't expect that kind of misplaced pass by Zielinski. It can open up again here for Monza on the break with Dani Motta. Dani Motta! And Golini's come up with a sublime save. Every time they come forward, Monza look like they're going to score. And Golini here gets a hand to it, and I'm not quite sure how he manages it, but what a save that is. Fingertip stuff from the Napoli keeper. And it all came from Zielinski losing the ball in midfield and doing so cheaply. Caprari. Carlos Augusto met the corner. His header went just off target. See this one again here. Out jumps Oliveira. Raffaele Palladino wanted to measure exactly where his team were in terms of their maturity, in terms of their ability to play against the very best. Well, those players are showing him exactly how good they are. Of course, Napoli have already won the title. Napoli have been surfing somewhere in dreamland since they were crowned champions. But take nothing away from what Monza are doing. Carlos Augusto away. Ramani. Zielinski. Osimhen back to Zielinski. Now Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia, that's brilliant. Zielinski taken off him at the final moment by Pessina. And that's what's really been impressive more than anything from Monza, is their willingness to put their bodies on the line when it really matters. Kvaratskhelia in a flash showed us just why he's one of the best wingers in the league, and quite possibly in the world at the moment, with that sort of move. Di Gregorio straight to Lobotka. Inviting pressure forward. Zielinski opens up for him. No, he leaves it to Zampanguisa. Zampanguisa. Kvaratskhelia. Now Lobotka. Zampanguisa. They're playing it really well. Berezinski to Elmas. They're in the middle. And Caldirola this time gets a foot to it. Caprari. Caprari still Beat Berezinski twice, and Berezinski's pass just hit the rear of Petagna there. Wasn't looking, because otherwise he could have gathered possession easily. Nonetheless, it's Napoli who are coming forwards again. Kvaratskhelia doesn't get the foul. Danny Motta will. Looked a foul on Kvaratskhelia, who seemed to have got past Patrick. Caprari, Petagna. Pessina. Caprari. Pessina. Ramani to the ball. Berezinski collects. Zamboanquissa. Elmas can't keep it in play. Napoli, who'd only ever lost once away from home this season, are staring down the barrel of a gun. Their second defeat away from the Maradona this campaign. Half an hour left to play here at the U-Power. And they trail by 2 goals against an excellent Monza team. Juan Jesus back to Collini, and had it not been for Pierluigi Collina, Monza could quite easily be 3 goals up at this moment in time. Berezinski. Elmas. Zamboanquissa, first time ball. Elmas. Zielinski. And he's done well there, Berezinski. He goes down. Caldirola, for the moment, the officials have said play on. Berezinski didn't protest too heavily, which would indicate that there wasn't much wrong with that tackle. The check is ongoing. Let's have a look at it here. Does Carlos Augusto do anything wrong? Doesn't seem like he does.
Attenzione, il Napoli sostituisce il numero 19, Berezinski, con il numero 22, Di Lorenzo.
Berezinski, his last involvement in the game.
Elmas, con il numero 21, Politano.
And Luciano Spalletti is sending in the big guns. Giovanni Di Lorenzo and Politano are on.
Con il numero 81, Raspadori.
Triple substitution here for Napoli. Zielinski. Kvaratskhelia. Zielinski just caught there by Danny Motta. So Raspadori, Politano and Di Lorenzo all on to see out the game and to try and claw Napoli back level, perhaps even better. Whether or not they're able to do it is a big, big question. Lobotka. Zielinski. Decent delivery, crossed, and Di Gregorio off the line. Free kick given. Di Gregorio comes up with a brilliant save. How close was this? He just swings an arm at it. It's Oliveira's header. Oliveira, Kvaratskhelia. Pessina again with the tackle, the last-ditch tackle. Almost swung in. Di Gregorio gets a hand to it. Not over yet. Politano being tracked by Churia. Politano fires in the cross. Wasn't a bad header from Raspadori. Minutes to go until Monza's biggest win of the season yet. Churia, Izzo, given to Oliveira. Lobotka in support. Raspadori, tracked by Izzo. Forward, Di Lorenzo. Pessina away. Zielinski touches it down to Osimhen, who goes to ground, and a foul given against Victor Osimhen. It's not a straightforward decision, tell you what. This has been checked for a possible penalty, and the initial contact was Pessina on Osimhen. Seen these sort of fouls given, and all eyes on the referee. Monza meanwhile make a change. Gianluca Caprari, who's been a thorn in the back of the Napoli defenders. Pirandelli is on. Referees Either on the pitch or on the VAR room, didn't think much about that one, and we keep on playing. Juan Jesus. Osimhen. Pessina gets the ball down. Marlon, Raspadori gives chase. Di Gregorio away. Olivera. Di Lorenzo. Di Gregorio's going to grab hold of this one. Ramani. Pessina. All the way back to his goalkeeper. Kvaratskhelia looks to press, as does Politano. Carlos Augusto. Ravella. And Petagna's on his way. Petagna, who has bullied Juan Jesus throughout the game, once again able to get away from the Brazilian. Zielinski's pass. Something for Victor Osimhen to chase, and he's barely had anything to do in the game. A long way off target from the Nigerian. Doesn't take much, though, for Victor Osimhen to be a threat. Plenty of power. Couldn't get over the ball. Di Lorenzo, Politano, Di Lorenzo again. He's stripped of the ball. Pessina, Carlos Augusto is charging forward. Here he is. Deflection took the sting out of the cross. It's a rainy afternoon in Monza and in the Lombardy region. Zielinski. Politano's in a lot of space. Zielinski saw a gap, took it. Now Raspadori. Politano. Politano goes to ground under Danny Motta's challenge. Luciano Spalletti cannot believe it. Does Motta's leg catch Politano? It's at the bottom there. Looks to be contact. Look at the feet. Danny Motta's right leg looks to catch Politano's leg. Once again, Francesco Furno sees no reason to tell the referee to go and have a look at the monitor. Mounting frustration for the Napoli players. There's been 3 checks for a penalty in the game so far. One of them clearly the right decision. 2 of them could have gone either way. There needs to be a little bit more contact in the eyes of Francesco Cosso. Here's Birindelli. First involvement for him. Birindelli all the way to the back post. Danny Motta was ready to let fire. Politano can counter, though. And Kvaratskhelia is in acres of space. It's Osimhen who's chosen. His layoff does reach Politano, headed away by Izzo. Lobotka, first time ball to Kvaratskhelia. Great touch. Kvaratskhelia. Still going, Kvaratskhelia. Straight down the middle, though, and caught by Di Gregorio. Scored in the reverse fixture. Vichy Kvaratskhelia. Napoli has seen more and more of the ball. They've got just over 15 minutes to try and overturn the current outcome. Raspadori, that's a great touch by Raspadori. He's won a corner. Cross-fired in, headed away. Churia. Caldirola in support. Kvaratskhelia wins it back, Lobotka. There's a lot of white jerseys there. Lobotka, though, looking to find the best pass. Kvaratskhelia, chosen by Stanislav Lobotka. Now Zielinski. Di Lorenzo, Osimhen. Pessina, once more perfectly positioned. Juan Jesus. Pessina's won it. Pessina can release Petagna, and they're queuing up, but Lobotka with a fantastic tackle. And he needed to make the tackle, Lobotka, otherwise it was a 3-on-1. Kvaratskhelia, twisting, turning, making it difficult for players to stay with him. Now Oliveira. Oliveira's cross, Osimhen. Same header in the end. And the leading goal scorer in Serie A.
Il Monza sostituisce il numero 6, Nicolò Rovella.
Nicolò Rovella, replaced by Sensi.
Con il numero 12, Stefano Sensi.
When he was injured, Stefano Sensi and Matteo Pessina was the preferred midfield duo, central midfield duo for Palladino, but Nicolò Rovella, the quality he brings and the mobility he brings, is his first choice when he is fit to play. But it's a partnership that won't lose any of its know-how and grit, the one offered by Sensi and Pessina. Grit is something which Napoli have shown an abundance of this season. They're going to have to show some more. The thing is, you're so reluctant to write them off because in a flash they can come up with a goal, and if the floodgates open, you don't know what can happen afterward. It's another corner. Taken quickly by Politano. Little flick. Straight into the arms of Di Gregorio again. Di Lorenzo wins the ball high up the pitch for Napoli. Pessina intercepts. Pessina still. Caldirola, Pessina stretched his leg. Petagna, this time second best. This form should shock nobody. Defeat against Lazio, the only defeat that they've had to suffer in their last 10 games. Salernitana, the other team that have lost only one of the last 10. Antonio Candreva's goal for Salernitana has pretty much guaranteed Granata will stay in Serie A for another season. They're not quite there yet mathematically. Here's Raspadori, Zielinski. Zielinski, let's fly! It was awkward for Di Gregorio. But he did what he had to do, which was stop it from hitting the back of the net. Once again, the corner taken quickly. Zielinski. has a little bit of space. It's toward the back post. Carlos Augusto away. Politano now. Politano. Ramani. Sensi on the ball.
Attenzione, si informano i sostenitori della squadra ospite che su disposizione dell'autorità di pubblica sicurezza al termine della partita dovranno permanere nel proprio settore.
Here's a chance again. Raspadori laying it off for Zielinski. Once again, just a little bit central.
Grazie.
Final roll of the dice for Luciano Spalletti. It's looking like it's going to be a incredibly attacking setup for the last 10 minutes or so. You've got Kvaratskhelia, Politano, Raspadori, Osimhen, and now Giovanni Simeone on the pitch all at once. Politano, Zielinski. Simeone immediately involved. Raspadori from a tight angle, deflected behind for a corner. Corner can now be taken. It's dangerous! Into the side netting. Section of the fans were convinced that hit the back of the net. Zielinski, second chance. Simeone. Nobody there to get on the end of his flick, except Di Gregorio, who has been faultless this afternoon. Could have gone anywhere there. Simeone, who partnered Gianluca Caprari last season at Verona. 17 goals for Simeone.
Attenzione, il Monza sostituisce il numero 32.
Another change for Monza, with Matteo Pessina, who has had a sublime game in midfield. He really has, the Monza captain.
Con il numero 7, José Machin.
There's Jose Machin, who's on.
E il numero 37,
Petagna.
Andrea Petagna.
Also makes way.
Con il numero 11, Franco Carboni.
Number 11, Franco Carboni, the 20-year-old Argentine. He's thrown on by Raffaele Palladino. He was on as a substitute against Empoli.
Attenzione, il Monza sostituisce il
Against
numero
Milan.
55, Armando Izzo.
Armando Izzo also goes off.
Con il numero 26, Valentin Ankov.
Antov on. Really popular figure, Armando Izzo. Caldirola, another popular figure. Napoli have got 5 forwards on the pitch. Can they at least score in this game? Oliveira, Zielinski, Raspadori in between the lines. Simon's return ball. Just let him down there. Raspadori had made the move. Sensi, Carlos Augusto being followed by Simeone. Danny Motta's on the move. It's good defending by Juan Jesus, who'd spotted Motta. Caldirola. Carboni. One is dispossessed. Politano. Osimhen. His cross straight into the arms of Di Gregorio. Sensi. Great skill by Sensi. Motta. Ball lost. Raspadori. Politano. Politano still. Carlos Augusto. Sticking with Politano. Di Lorenzo. Now Zielinski. Zielinski. Di Lorenzo. Simeone. Ramani. Politano. Politano goes for goal himself. Look to curl it toward that far post. Looks like this is going to be a day without goals for Napoli. And their first defeat since they were crowned champions. Napoli have still not been presented with the Serie A title. That'll have to wait until the final day of the season, but after the game against Fiorentina at the Maradona, it was party time in Naples. Here's Osimhen. His cross, Kvaratskhelia in the middle, but really composed defending. Kept his cool, hands off. Jesus, Zielinski. Simeone. It's in straight, and his teammate. Danny Motta. Space on the other side for Birindelli. And there's 4 Monza players at the back post. Birindelli goes alone. He's looking for that, Birindelli. Politano. They've just looked a little bit leggy. The Napoli players in this second half haven't been able to inject the pace required. Raspadori. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. He's always got bags of energy. Raspadori. Kvaratskhelia. Zielinski. There was no one alongside Zielinski. And the counter-attack is on. Carboni. Put out of play.
What is this? What is this?
2 minutes left to play before we find out how much added time there's going to be. Raspadori, Ramani. Politano. It's been a bright spark, Politano. Now Di Lorenzo. Given away though. One back. Maybe it can open up here. Zielinski. He's had to drop deeper into midfield, Zielinski. Since Simeone's introduction, Kvaratskhelia headed away by Marlon. Churia. Grindelli. Machine. Sensi. Machine again. Carboni. Carlos Augusto. Just happy to keep the ball here, Monza, but they're doing more than that. Kvaratskhelia. Surrounded by red shirts.
Attenzione, sono stati concessi
5 minutes of added time. Napoli need to score now if they want to snatch at least a point from the game. Politano. Raspadori. Raspadori deflection. Again, it is comfortable for Di Gregorio. The bulk of the saves made by the man in between the sticks for Monza have been easy saves, you could say, but when he has been called upon to show his talent and skill and save his team, he's done so. So from Oliveira's header in particular, outstanding from Di Gregorio. Zielinski. Raspadori returns the ball to Zielinski, dispossessed by Churia. Churia away from Juan Jesus. And again, the composure, experience and know-how of some of these Monza players have served them so well during the game. Napoli continue to press, but Napoli are looking at defeat, which with every second that ticks away is becoming clearer and clearer. Politano, Raspadori. Crossfired in, Caldirola. Osimhen's under it. Lets it bounce, the Nigerian still going. Osimhen, was he pulled? Osimhen from a tight angle. He's won a corner. He'll fight until the very last second. Gregorio here just had to stand his ground. Politano. Carlos Augusto heads away. Politano again, straight into the gloves of Di Gregorio. Oliveira. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Raspadori. Once again to Kvaratskhelia. Forced to Zielinski, now Raspadori. Zielinski back to Raspadori. Kvaratskhelia just won't open up for Napoli this afternoon. Some of their approach play has been excellent, But that final ball has let them down. Juan Jesus, Kvaratskhelia. Lorenzo to Politano. Oliveira, taken off him by Antov. That's twice. The substitute has been in the right place at the right time. I don't think Oliveira was offside. Di Gregorio punches away. Sensi. Straight to Politano. Politano. Nobody there. And Danny Motta can counter-attack now with Patrick Churia. Churia goes alone and holds it up brilliantly. That should be that, you know. Politano. Last cameo forward for Napoli. Raspadori. Oliveira. Now Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia, inside, outside. Raspadori. A marquee performance from Monza. What a fantastic victory for the Brianzoli. Their most significant win under Raffaele Palladino and their most significant win since joining the elites of Italian football. The final score at the U-Power, Monza 2, Napoli 0. Napoli